I'm Donna Bush here with your CIG television news brief on this Tuesday. Strategic decision makers who have critical roles and functions in the Cayman Islands National Hazard Management Mechanism are taking part in the Comprehensive Strategic Command Training, which has been sponsored by the UK Home Office. The multi-agency Gold Incident Command course started on Tuesday, the 22nd of August, and will continue through to Friday, the 25th. Now, the course focuses on building strategic decision-making capacity for major incidents or crisis situations and is directed at senior leaders or of first response agencies and members of the National Hazard Management Policy Group.
And then the rest of the week then will involve various inputs, including legal inputs, and also then finishing off with a training exercise so that we can bring all the learning together then, and hopefully then that'll assist then in building resilience across the islands.
Attending the Strategic Incident Command briefing was Acting Premier, the Honourable Juliana O'Connor-Connolly, who explained how much more informed she is and what she thinks one next step should be.
I found that there was many commonalities, but there were also areas that we could learn and take away from. For instance, with the register for risk, I think that's an excellent takeaway, and I believe that once the Premier is briefed on it, that we'll be happy to endorse it and concur with actually looking at what the UK did rather than inventing the wheel, and do our own adapted version in Cayman and make sure that the risks are properly mitigated and properly insured, so it'd be less of a catastrophe should any of these risks become a reality.
Acting Governor, the Honourable Franz Manderson, and the Acting Premier, O'Connor-Connolly, received plaques from members of the College of Policing during the session. Members of the National Conservation Council will hold a live meeting on Wednesday, the 23rd of August at 1:30 p.m., and the public can watch it live. The general meeting can be watched on the Cayman Islands DOE and Cayman Islands Government YouTube pages, as well as the DOE Cayman Facebook page and all CIG television cable channels. Again, that's on Wednesday, the 23rd of August at 1:30 p.m. You can find the agenda and minutes for all NCC general meetings online, as well as to stay up to date on what is happening at the Council at conservation.ky. Recently, the National Gallery and the Cayman Brac Heritage House presented a new Sister Island satellite exhibition titled In the Future Past with artist Bryony Dixon. Now, Cayman Brac residents were able to meet and get to know the artist at a special reception held last Friday.
For the last 15-20 years, I've been working on some photos that I've been putting together a collection of generational Caymanians.
Mr. Dixon's work features a series of portraits providing an intimate glimpse into the everyday lives of generations of Caymanians. Let's have a look now at the forecast for tonight and the next 2 days. Tonight we can expect rainfall to be a 40% chance. We can expect isolated showers over the next 24 hours as well. Local weather experts continue to keep an eye on Tropical Storm Franklin, which is tracking to move north over Hispaniola on Wednesday and into the Atlantic Ocean by Thursday morning. Of course, we can expect similar weather conditions through to Thursday afternoon. Well, check out the Cayman Islands National Weather Service's website and Facebook pages for the very latest on our local weather conditions. We'll leave you now with another Making Waves winner profile this evening, co-winner of the Health and Wellness Award, Dr. Brandy Darby, now the Director of the Division of Surveillance and Investigation. Dr. Darby has notably advanced her career due to her dedication to combating zoonotic diseases. She serves as a positive role model for young Caymanians interested in science, medicine, public health, and epidemiology. I'm Donna Bush. Have a great evening, everyone.
I work at the Virginia Department of Health, and I'm the director of our Division of Surveillance and Investigation. So my family actually lived in Northside when I was born, but I spent most of my life growing up in the middle of 7 Mile Beach. I was really fortunate. I applied for a Cayman Islands scholarship, and so the government funded almost all of my master's education, and I got my master in public health degree, which that was really the foundation for everything that I'm doing right now. And then just the life experiences that you have growing up on the island, and I think a real appreciation for all different walks of life. A huge part of public health is serving those who are underprivileged and underserved, and really trying to focus on what can we do to create opportunities for health equity for all people. And, I just remember that from clinical practice on the island. You saw every walk of life. This award is so special. I have worked so hard, and I think anyone who works hard and is successful in their field has had to make sacrifices along the way. It's really heartwarming to see this hard work recognized by Cayman. It kind of makes all of those sacrifices worthwhile.
Seek the latest accurate information on COVID-19 only from official sources at gov.ky/coronavirus.
I'm Jody Ann Powery. I'm the Police Media Officer with the RCIPS, and I'm here to give you some crime prevention tips on how to best protect your property. The first thing that we want to discuss is our points of entries. Let's start with the front door, and then we'll move on to the windows and the back doors or sliding glass doors. The first thing to consider is the front door. This particular front door has 2 deadbolt locks. One of these deadbolt locks are properly carpentered and the other is not. When your door is properly locked, you'll hear a click at the end and the deadbolts are not able to move. If it is slightly opened, then you can push the deadbolt back without having any restrictions. I'll now proceed to show you what your lock should look like when it is properly locked. When it comes to your windows, you want to make sure that your window is locked all the way down, because even though the lock is on, if it's not all the way down, it can still be pried. The proper way to lock the window is to make sure that the window goes all the way down to the seal and then you pull across the lock. When you have a sliding glass door at home, you want to make sure that you have secondary locking devices in addition to the lock that comes with the door. One of those can be a simple piece of wood that's jamming the doorway. We want to encourage you to ensure that you don't make things easy for burglars who are looking for opportunities to break into property by leaving your property out in plain view. Some of these items are your car keys, your electronics, and your handbags. Make sure that you put these properties away when you're leaving the house or when you're going to bed. When you're going camping or if you're taking your family on a trip, you want to ensure that your property has some sign of life. This can be done by leaving a light on or putting timers on your lights. And we want to ensure that our family homes are safe. In order to do so, we encourage that people take the proper precautions by starting up neighborhood watches or encouraging family members or persons they trust to check on their properties while they're away.